Hello and welcome to this week's Cari Connects. I am psychic medium Cari Muggs, and each week I pull a card from a deck to let you know what's coming up for the week and the signs and symbols to watch for. So this week I was drawn, kind of told to use this deck, Sacred Spirit deck, because of the thing that's on the front, this deer or this elk on the front. It's been kind of told to me to use this deck this week. So I'm going to follow my intuition and follow what I've been told. And we're going to use the Sacred Spirit Oracle Reading Cards by Anna Stark. I love this deck. It's really pretty. On the front of the deck, on the back of each card is the ribbons, the rainbow ribbons, and the Tree of Life. So that's why it's one of my favorite decks. It's beautiful. It's got lots of coloring in it. Sometimes these cards are a little bit hard to read. So, energy signature. Everything is energy. It says the past is in the present. So this week we must be learning something from our past. We must be learning to either let it go or process it, because we need to be in the now. Spirit really loves us to be in the now. We need to be in the now to listen to Spirit. When we're too busy worried about the past, what happened in the past, or what's going to happen in the future, if we have depression about the past or anxiety about the future, it doesn't relax us, and we have to be relaxed to hear Spirit. So Spirit really likes us to live in the now. All the spiritual gurus, Buddha, Jesus, all of them want you to be in the now, in the present time. That's why there's no greater gift than the present. Now, this says in it, one thing I want to teach is that everything is energy. When spirits come through and I'm giving readings, they always say everything is energy. They're at this frequency, we're at this frequency. They lower theirs and I raise ours, and we get on the same radio station or the same frequency as them. That's why people don't see spirits very long, because it takes them a lot of energy to get to our frequency. But this is saying that there's something about our past. There's something that our past that we need to process, or we need to figure out, or we need to let go, because we need to be in the present. And this actually says the past is the present, which means everything that, when I tell people, when people come through readings, when spirits come through for reading, they always tell me that time on earth is linear. Time on earth is past, present, future. But in their realm, it's all incumbent. It's all kind of happening at the same time. And I know that that's really hard for us to understand, because we're so limited in this earthly realm to even understand or comprehend that. But I want you to really focus on the present this week. I want you to focus on what's going on in the moment, because there's somebody or spirit or ancestors are trying to reach you and talk to you, or you're trying to process stuff that happened in the past that you need to let go of, or you need to process. So if there's a memory that you keep having this week, or if there's something that you're stressed out about the past still, you need to figure out how to process that this week, because you need to start living in the now, and you need to start being in the present, and you need to let that go. We need to learn how to let that go, and to figure out how to move forward. Sometimes just knowing that it happened, or sometimes just understanding that it happened, is all we need, and we can just move forward. A lot of times when I do readings, Spirit doesn't like me to do a lot with past lives, because they want us to move forward. They want us to move on now. And so, but sometimes just knowing some of the things that happen in our past lives give us aha moments, and we're like, that's why, or that's why that happens, or that happened to me in the past and I didn't know that. So sometimes just knowing these things happen is a good for us, and then we can move forward, we can move on. So this is about letting go in the past. This is about some of the things that you went through in the past had to happen, because you are where you're at right now for a reason and a purpose. And you are divinely guided to be in this moment at this time. You are right where you need to be. So just kind of let the past, stop dictating the past, or whatever that's supposed to be in the past, kind of move to you, and let's move to the present, and let's get into the present. So Some of the signs and symbols to watch for on this card are 1s and 4s. So 111 means that you're going through an awakening. You're starting to open more up. You're starting to see things more clearly. So this makes sense if you're trying to like figure out some stuff that happened in the past, if you're trying to process that and move forward. And then the number 4 means that your angels are watching over you. And so this is perfect. You're safe and you're guided. 4 means that you're safe. You're safe and you're being guided and directed from spirit to do this. So I want you to keep telling yourself this week when you're processing whatever this past thing that comes into your life, if whatever memory that pops up, whatever old romance that shows up, whatever it is in the past that you're trying to deal with, I want you to remind yourself that you're safe. I want you to tap your chest right here, or even do this thing where you go like this, and I want you to tell yourself that you're safe. You are safe to move forward, okay? Okay. Some of the signs. So for those of you that are listening on my podcast, you cross your hands over your chest, your arms over your chest, and you tap your shoulders left, right with your hands. Sorry about that. I forget that people are listening on my podcast. So some of the signs that are going to be for this week that you're going to see that are going to remind you that Spirit's with you, Spirit's guiding you, and it's okay to process this and that you're safe, is the human skeleton or a human figure, kind of like maybe the Invisible Man. This guy is like, you can see his bone structure, so any kind of skeleton, but he's just energy. So any type of energy. So if lights flicker around you this week, or your radio turns off, or your TV flickers, this is an energy signal, okay? And so any kind of skeleton kind of thing is going to be, which is going to be easy for Halloween, right? We're going to see lots of skeletons. And the earth. So anytime you see a picture or you see a photograph of the earth, it's going to be reminding you that you have the energy to move through this. And any kind of like black hole or stargates, anything that has to do with space. If you look at the card on my Instagram page, you'll see that it's all the cosmos. So any kind of energy, any kind of planet, any kind of space, any kind of stars, if you see any of that stuff, it's to remind you that you are infinite, and that there's so much power in you, and there's so much energy in you, and there's so much energy around you, and you have the power to do this. You have the power to heal, and you have the power to let go of the past. So there you go. That's the card. If you need to look at the card, you can go to my Instagram account around 5 o'clock. That's when I post what the card looks like, so you can look at the signs and symbols to watch for. Good luck with this week. It's going to be awesome. This is an awesome card for me too. I am doing my retreat, and a lot of this stuff is what we're going over. I'm just so excited because it's going to be so mind-blowing. It's going to be so amazing. So wish me luck. I love you guys, and I will see you next week.